The Oilers lose Zach Hyman indefinitely as they are one win away from another Stanley Cup final appearance. Hey everyone, welcome into Oil Spills. This episode brought to you by Milani Plumbing and Heating, Edmonton's first choice when it comes to plumbing and heating. Rob Wong joined alongside as always by Edmonton Journal Oilers writer Gerry Moddejonge. And Gerry, a bittersweet day for Oilers fans, feeling pretty good about their chances going to another Stanley Cup final, up 3-1 in the series against Dallas after the win in game number 4. But the tough news today, we learned that Zach Hyman is going to be out likely for the rest of the season after undergoing surgery on what is being reported as a broken wrist by some. The team, of course, just calling it an upper body injury, but really a difficult loss for the Oilers at this time of the season.
Yeah, and Rob, talk about disappointing. I mean, Zach Hyman was the feel-good story of these playoffs for that team. I mean, here's a guy who was a career high 54 goals last year to hit that 50 goal scoring club for the first time in his career. And then to come back and have just a regular season where he wasn't really able to pick up where he left off. I mean, obviously opposing teams had the blueprint on, how to slow him down a little bit. Now, that's not saying he hasn't found a way to make an impact in these playoffs. He had 11 points, handful of goals as well, at some big times as well throughout this run here. But boy, his impact was just that. I mean, he was laying the body to the opposition. He led the league in playoffs with 111 hits, which is amazing when you're talking about the kind of caliber stats that he's put up over the last couple of years. So, talk about a guy just willing to do anything, put his body in the line, and find a role where he can, like I said, make an impact on this team, and has certainly helped propel them into the final stages of round 3 here. And just you watch the highlight again and again, and it just seems like such a I don't want to call it a kind of a flyby or anything. There was no injury intention or anything like that. It looks like he just got his hands up at the last second when he saw the hit coming in, and it drops the stick immediately, goes straight down the hallway to the dressing room, and that's never a good sign, especially when you're one game away from returning to the Stanley Cup Finals for the second time in a row here. So he's going to have to miss out on that, and I'm sure you're not going to find a bigger cheerleader for this Oilers team.
Yeah, definitely. It's a tough loss on and off the ice for Edmonton. One of the players that probably has to pick up the slack, and maybe has been picking up the slack all playoffs long, is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. 18 points now in 15 playoff games this year. Gerry, he had a great performance a year ago as well, but how do you think he's fared so far this year, maybe even compared to what he did last year for the Oilers?
Yeah, and Rob, just along the same lines as Hyman, just his numbers, certainly have been falling since he had a career year about 3 seasons ago. Wasn't able to get up to the standard he set for himself last year. And again, in these playoffs, it's slow at times and to start like a lot of this team was, but boy, he's got multi-point performances in each of the last 4 games in this round. And it's just, he's setting club records and putting his name up there with some pretty lofty names in this franchise for what he's been able to do in putting points up for this team. And it's a good thing too. I mean, he's going to have to do even more, as is everybody else, to make up for this big void that's in this lineup with Hyman out. So, things could always be worse. I mean, you get some bad news like this, the sky always seems to be falling around Edmonton here. So, you got to look at the bright spots that, other guys are stepping up. No team makes it through 3 rounds of playoffs without something bad happening. And, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is one of the bright spots in the dark cloud of news that Edmonton Oilers fans have today. And it's just, it's going to have to keep up because they're right on the brink of being right back where they wanted to be all year long since dropping Game 7 2-1 against the same Florida Panthers. It is just shaping up for a bit of a road to retribution for them, and Nugent-Hopkins has certainly been a big part of that lately.
Well, depth has been coming up pretty big so far this playoffs for the Oilers, and they're going to need it with Hyman out due to injury. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For Gerry Moddejonge, I'm Rob Wong. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.